No, what? What? Oh my god. What a disaster. No, that wasn't a disaster. That was disrespect. Disrespect, okay guys? I disrespected him. He's so few mechan. Is this guy legit winning just by hard reads over and over again? If you want to do that, what he just did. He was just buffering until he... Oh, right, that actually stays punishable. You see, like, the first couple of hits are gonna burn him out, and then he's gonna get chipped. So he had to super there in order to avoid that. I was not expecting that. That was not planned, no. I mean, baited. Baited. Clearly. 1% planned, guys. I'm just a genius, you know? What? 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 Got him. Let's go. Oh my god, this guy has every read imaginable. Everything. Yeah, this dude's air grab is absolutely horrendous. And you know what's really shocking to me? Capcom actually changed the behavior of this move. They actually buffed the move. But so somebody looked at the move and made changes to it, right? And there was nobody who made the suggestion, hey, like, remember those million clips that we already have where people just have the correct read on a jump and the super just whiffs? We should probably fix that, right? Not a single developer thought that should be changed. I think that his level 1 super is the worst super in the game. I think so, yes. And it's not because it doesn't deal a lot of damage. I actually think that's fine. But the horrendous hitbox, it just never works. I think this was a great example of showcasing that. am I just stupid to finish basic combos? I think this is the most appropriate way to end the stream. Oh my god! What? He couldn't resist, guys. He just could not resist. Oh! A draw game through timeout? I've never had that happen. What was that? Uh-oh. I'm not gonna attack. I don't care. I'm not gonna attack. Level 2 is so amazing! It saves you even if the opponent has a free kill. Oh man, you didn't know that? Ah, that's amazing. I'm so happy I can still catch people with that off guard. Oh my god, destruction. That was a charged level 2, by the way. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got that?
The reversal OD Dragon Punch, but you know.
Oh, he found the moment.
Ryan right now has the life lead, is burnt out, but Semi does not have enough life to.
Oh! Oh!
He recognized that Ryan's jump was a bit too early and immediately drive rushed in for the full pickup combo. That's crazy.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Jesus.
Oh, I could have killed, my bad. I could have killed again. What am I doing? God. Okay. That traded with EXDP. The butt slam just traded with my EXDP. That killed him! What? very desperate, you know? Yeah, that was tight, right? I think that's the first time I got the this combo right there with the Tatsu. Okay, wait, I'm not even dead because he really fucked up the combo. He could have really killed me here. What are you doing, my man? I don't even understand what happened there in the corner when I did the crouching fierce. What happened? Oh my god. What? Okay. Oh man. I'm not paying attention, guys. Could have killed him already. They fucked it up, so I have to go into the extra round. I just can't believe I got the win through a Yolo read twice. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream on this wonderful Thursday, right? It's Thursday for sure. Tomorrow's Friday. There's Tekken. We're gonna be playing Tekken tomorrow. Short stream today. Not a whole lot going on today, besides ranting a little bit for some YouTube footage. But I guess, hey, it's better than not having any stream, right? Let's do that. Hope you guys are doing great. Good to see all of you guys on Twitch and on YouTube, of course. Oh, yeah, second.
Round 1. Fight.
We need that warm-up match.
Round 2. Fight.
You got a punish counter off of that. Dirty Dirt. Good to see you. Yeah, 1800 is pretty nice. But I'm still garbage, so let's go beyond. Ken's leg overhead is not punishable. No. What's the frame rate on that? Does anybody know?
Real win.
I'm sure it's minus, but it's not punishable. What do I mean by the UI? UX is terrible? We'll talk about it in a second, okay? It's the only thing that I'm planning to do this stream, really. -3, okay, thanks.
Round 2. Fight.
Wow, you got a plus situation. From there, I really needed the perfect parry. How did he get hit there? Like, that legit confused me. Like, it looked like his controller dropped. Was that a strategy? Was that a legit strategy to, like, confuse me? Crazy. Now, Katrick. Oh, it wasn't even said in German. The AFK trick, yeah. It looked like it, right? NA strats. That's actually okay. That's not gonna save you. You need something really big here. I'm trying to lose, guys. In case you didn't realize it, I'm trying to lose here. Almost got it. Almost got it. Okay, we got him. Oh, God help me. Oh, that was punishable. Damn. Okay, that was really, really bad, though. Why Ken has so many options select moves and true 50-50? What are options select moves? Did you all see this? What is this? The official page, character usage, stats. This has been posted a couple of times, I'm pretty sure.
Street Fighter 6.
Anybody have tips for anti-air with DP in neutral? Do you just have to sacrifice some intention on the ground? If you're really good, then no. But that's like the last piece that you really get to... Is the game legit just offline? Like, am I not allowed to do anything today? It's down. Jesus. I like, there's only one thing I want to show today, and I can't do it. Have you been having input errors often? I get a ton playing with Zangief. Street Fighter 6 is kind of notorious for input issues. We still haven't really figured out why. Sir Unga Bunga. Yeah. Capcom looking out for you. That's really nice. Maintenance is such a pain. That's pretty bad though. Because like now, there's a ton of stuff I cannot do. I can access replays. Oh, but not local ones. Great. Ah, nice. I'm happy about this. Very happy.
Street Fighter 6.
I have to get better at DPing everything rather than it being a 50-50 DP and crouching fierce. It depends on the situation. Also, like, you don't want to... Like, in some scenarios, you want to back fierce as well. Anti-airing is quite interesting in Street Fighter 6 because the options are not clear-cut. What's the purpose of Ryu's medium DP? It's probably the most reliable anti-air if you're planning to cancel into level 3. So, for example, what you can do is you can EX Tatsu in the corner, and then you can do, if you do a heavy DP into a level 3, the level 3 will whiff. So you have to do a delayed heavy DP. So if you want to make sure that one works, for example, you can instead just go for the medium DP. Because even if you do it as early as possible, it will still connect with the level 3. It's quite interesting. It has, for some reason, I'm not even sure what it is about the medium DP, but it connects better into super. Also, the medium DP is a trade-off between the damage and the damage of the heavy DP and the speed of the light DP. Please keep in mind that, like, anti-airing in this game, if somebody is doing an empty jump, you have to be pretty early with your anti-airs. Like, you really have to be early with the anti-air. There is no way around that. Yeah, I'm gonna relaunch the game. There's really no way around that. So, let me just check. I should be able to see on Steam whether it works or not, right? Because the cloud thing should be happening. I think it should be good now. Imagine Jimmy dropping Street Fighter 6 after enduring Tekken 8. That'd be good or bad? I'll let you guys decide. If we get more than 3,000 concurrent viewers long term with Tekken, I'll make the switch. Online, yes, yes, yes.
Special match. Online. Great match.
Hold up, is Tekken 8 demo playable for everyone? Well, for everyone on PlayStation, as far as I know. Right? Or do you actually have to buy it? just PlayStation 4 right now. Yeah, I have my PlayStation ready. It's just the problem with the PlayStation for me personally is I can only use the 60 Hz mode for now. So like when I'm playing on the PlayStation, I have a degraded experience. Broski, let's go.
Round one. Fight. Round two.
Spending too much resources. Oh, I might have to die here, right? I'm definitely dead. Hopefully the music is better in Tekken. It's just like there's just no way you can make music and then if it's not iconic for Street Fighter, people are not going to consider it good regardless of what it is. So we'll see about that.
Smiley face.
Murdoch Dark, my man, thank you so much for the 40 months. Appreciate it.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, why? Why did I not get it? I'm so upset about that. Didn't get my light kick.
Wins.
That was so terrible that this happened to me.
Here comes a new challenger.
Not sure about the matchup. I never played the matchup, so I'm not confident in calling this one. I should probably be throwing more fireballs in the matchup, though. Well, see, this is a matchup I'm more comfortable in. Oh, interesting. It was far enough away to do that.
Round 2. Fight.
It's always the same thing. Yo, my man. And Bernard, thank you so much for the support on TikTok. Oh my god. How much did I just feel there? Monkey, my man, thank you so much for the 18 months. Appreciate it. JP's so cheap. He's strong. He's not cheap, he's strong. Let's not use... Still got it. Oh man, Star Fox, thank you so much for the 30 GGs. Appreciate it. What's UI, UX? User Interface, User Experience. Patrick Weber, vielen Dank für den Follow bei TikTok. What motherboard do you have? In my PC? Why would you want to know the main board? Star Fox, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Let's get some points. I legit, like, didn't get a single match today. How do you get the Jobless and Invincible title? You have to connect your Twitch account. If you are a successful streamer, then it'll give you the title. Yeah, it's crazy, my man. Oh, I still got it. This is very laggy. Why is this so laggy? What about the fatherboard? Nobody asked about the fatherboard, okay? That's not what I want to do. Guess I'll take that L. Why am I dropping everything right now? Wow. I should not play any ranked matches today, Jesus Christ. I'm about to lose 100 points, like, without any victory. I just can't believe that. I'm probably just tired. Because you need advice to buy one. Depends on what PC you're want to getting. Like, I have a really old PC, and I need to upgrade it soon once I have the cash to do so. And the main board that I'm getting is probably not going to be very useful for you and expensive. So the use case is going to depend, you know, like it depends on what you want to use it for. I want to get a main board specifically for content creators. It's not going to be useful if you're not a content creator and expensive. Thanks. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Prime sub as well. I just realized once again I need to just throw fireballs and then I can win. Okay. Pretty sure I can kill here, right? Oh, nice. I was 1700 last time. Yesterday I got to lose streak 1400. What? You should probably stop playing if you're having such a bad day. Star Fox, once again, like, thank you so much for the gifts on TikTok. Very much appreciated. I have been guessing right on everything. I guess wrong every time.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, like, seriously? How am I guessing wrong every time? This guy does not know how to defend against Fireball. This guy does not know how to defend against Fireball. Yeah, I know the OD Tatsu mid-screen is useless, my bad. I'm sorry. Dude, what? 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 I don't understand what happened. Let me see. I have an Asus Prime X299. Yeah, like I have an Asus Prime X370. So that was like the AM4 mainboard for the back then, like first generation Ryzen processors. I'm still using a shitty 1800X, which is actually not that good anymore. I'm kind of struggling with it, but hopefully within the next couple of months there's going to be an upgrade, as I said, and I'm going for an Asus board again, but it's specifically one for content creators. It's going to have dual Ethernet, so I need a 10 gigabit port and a 2.5 gigabit port. And then on top of that, I need all of the PCIe slots that I can get because I have two Captcha cards that I need to plug in, which is why, by the way, I need to have the main board to have the dual Ethernet, because if I have to put in PCIe Ethernet, then I'm not going to have enough slots for the Captcha card. I will be staying with AMD, yes. I'm gonna try to get my hands on a Ryzen 970 950X. It's not that expensive anymore, and I can really use it for editing and rendering. I need dual Ethernet, by the way, just because like I need dual networking to connect to my NAS. I want to have a 10 gigabit connection to my NAS. That's why I need 10 gigabit Ethernet. and I need to upgrade the NAS. What microphone are you using? Streamlabs or OBS? What? That's like asking, hey Jimmy, like what kind of pasta do you like the most? McDonald's or Burger King? What do you mean? Gains Gamer, seriously, confusing. 10 gigabit connect to my ass? No, that's not what I said, to my NAS, with an N. Oh, he lost the #1 spot? Paladin? Oh, feels bad, man. Oh, God. AM4 is still so good. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with AM5. This is a Blue Yeti Pro microphone, and it's connected to a Go XLR Pro through an XLR connection. My bad, that didn't come out right. I meant, what microphone are you currently using at the moment? I'm gonna be streaming for like another hour from now on. Not too long. I'm like, actually, I'm pretty sure the 1800X is struggling a lot to do even some basic stuff. It's struggling, especially with the triple stream that I'm doing nowadays. Definitely struggling. Also, I would really love to cut down on the rendering times. They are actually significant. But yeah, I mean, we could talk about setup and everything another time, but basically the plan is get a new PC, get the new main board, most importantly, get the new main board, so you can actually have a 10 gigabit connection to the NAS, and then get a new NAS that supports a 10 gigabit connection, and then upgrade the storage on the NAS. Those are like the three main hurdles for like the setup that I want. Do you ever deal with any audio desync at all? If so, what do you do? I don't. I don't deal with any audio desync. The reason why Paladin has been losing it is because he's trying to keep up with Kakoliso Tech. You have 80 terabytes with QNAP. I'm using Synology. I'm gonna stay with Synology for now, just because of the ease of use, and there are some things that I really like about it, but I'm sure QNAP is fine as well. Probably better value in terms of hardware. No, for streaming, like, it wouldn't matter if I'm using a QNAP or a Synology. Like, usually, like, if you compare a QNAP with a Synology, there are like two things that are different. You get better value for the QNAP in terms of hardware, but you get worse software. And I'm kind of worried about that. I'm not sure if it would be an issue. Probably not. So it's a give or take situation. So yeah, but today, as I said, let me check the MR set rankings. Not today. I really don't have a lot of time. So I want to use my time. I'd rather use my time to go into details about the UI/UX. So I definitely want to do that, but before that, I just realized there are a million things that I have to do every single time. Yeah, Gearhound, take care. So yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what I wanted to go for today. You know, how about that? How about that? Sounds like an AI Jimmy would be the next step. I'm already thinking about that. Don't worry about that. Like, the scary stuff about AI is you can actually in the future, like, you can just take it easy and have an AI just do your stream. And it would probably be hard to tell whether you're talking to the AI or the real person. If I want to take a day off in the future, I can use my AI and it's probably going to sound the same. It's going to have the same reasoning. It's going to have the same rants. If I feed it enough data, it's going to do a good job. So at that point, I wonder if streaming itself is going to survive. Jimmy, do you play Wired? I hope so. I regularly fail the capture, by the way. Sometimes I get stuck. I'm not sure if I'm the only one or if I'm a bot or I don't know. But the captcha happens and then I'm supposed to solve it. And then it just keeps feeding me new ones and it just doesn't ever stop. Am I the only one? Am I real? Maybe I'm a bot. I don't know. Anyways, unfortunately, the next couple of things that I'm about to say are gonna be like I'm not gonna be able to answer any chat stuff because that's gonna go to YouTube. Okay, so let's do a recording for YouTube. Let's finally talk about the user experience. Okay, let's talk about that. So give me a second so I can do this correctly. So let's go into this right here. Let's go into this. It's my total battles and ranked. Have to look it up. $8,300. My best character is Cammy. In case you didn't know. How many losses do I have? It said right there I have 54% win rate. Anyways, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So yeah, today I want to talk about one of the biggest problems of Street Fighter 6. And in fact, this is going to be a series of videos where I talk about a lot of the problems that Street Fighter 6 has. I really need to get rid of the alerts. I just realized that I should not have the alerts here. They're going to be distracting for a video. Random alert. Yeah. The alerts, I mean, I should be careful with that in the future. Gotta redo it. It's not a big deal. I mean, I just started, right? Give me a second, though. I want to check something real quick. We're actually going to interrupt this anyways later on in a bit. So yeah, I finally get to talk about one of the biggest problems of Street Fighter 6. In fact, this is hopefully going to be a series of videos where I talk about the main problems that I personally have with this game. And today, I think we're going to be talking about potentially the most important one. And no, it's not going to be DLC pricing. It's not going to be like gameplay related. It's not going to be about Drive Rush, not about DJ's Drive Rush, okay? It's going to be about the user interface and more broadly, the user experience, which in my opinion is absolute horrible in this game. And I think a lot of people subconsciously know about it and they have adjusted to it. So let's point out like the 10 most important issues for Capcom to fix. So hopefully next year we're gonna be dealing with less issues. So number 1 is gonna be a fairly tame one. We're gonna gradually go into the bad stuff, okay? Little by little. So the first thing that I have an issue with is, for example, this. Language. In other games, when I see something like this, language, like it's going to tell me something. Like I go to the language settings and it's going to say, hey, you have to go to the title screen in order for the changes that you made to take effect. In Street Fighter 6, it's just grayed out and it just doesn't tell you what you're supposed to do to get to the language settings. So you have to go back to this menu and then you have to press start. And then there we go. We get the language settings. As I said, this is a fairly minor one. It's not going to bother anyone too much, but it's an odd thing to mess up, in my opinion. So yeah, okay, so while we're in this menu, might as well go into the second thing about the language settings that I find really, really weird, especially if you came from Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 5. If you go to the voice language settings and you try to change one specific character's language, so you go to custom, right? In Street Fighter 5, if you go to custom and you press it, wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait, what? Is this a legit bug that I just found during the recording here? I am in the title screen. No, I'm not in the title screen. Am I not? Huh? Should this be happening? I'm not quite sure. It's a bit odd because I actually am not in any of the modes, right? Well, whatever. I was actually not expecting that, but okay. So we click on custom, and usually I would be expecting a pop-up to appear to tell me the characters and what language settings they have to change them, right? But nothing. So where is it? So if you paid close attention, you might have realized that this setting right here actually is not grayed out anymore. And this is where you, like, take a look at this. This has to be a bug. I'm getting another confirmation window here. This is crazy. Chat is covering it. No, chat is not covering the important part. You guys, or does it? No. I can see. You guys can see it. You can't see it. I can see that you can see it. Guys, why are you pretending like you cannot see it? I see the overlay. You don't have to see the entire message. I should not be reading Twitch chat. Jesus Christ. You guys are just trolling, right? The only thing that you can't see is the button right here. But this is really odd. This is really odd. Okay, just for you guys, I'm gonna change this up, okay? So now you're happy. I want to stay in the middle, but now I have to move for you. Okay, so now you can see this. Why do I get this confirmation window? Like, check this out. This should not be happening. Wow, I'm discovering bugs while I'm going through this. This game has more issues than I was expecting. Okay? Like, okay, sure. Now we can see. Anyways, this is how you change the character-specific settings. And honestly, it's not intuitive at all. Once again, very minor issue, right? But odd. Odd that Capcom is struggling with something as simple as a pop-up message right here. It should have a pop-up message right here. Instead, get this weird window. If I click here, I have to double confirm this for some reason. Wow, that's really weird. Anyways, this is how you do this, and I think this should be changed. I think it looks like a bug. This specifically, this confirmation window looks like a bug, that I'm getting this multiple times. Jesus. Okay. Anyways, that was number 2. So that was the second thing that I find odd. It's all within this language menu that they somehow couldn't implement inside of the game. You have to go outside of the modes to change this setting. Even though it's actually quite funny because it does tell you that if you change the setting, you have to go to the title screen. So why is that not possible to do inside of the fighting ground? Not quite sure what is going on there, but that's an odd one. Okay, so getting back to the title screen, that's fair. We told them that's what we want, right? So now, let's get into the next one. The next one is actually fairly tame as well. As I said, the first couple of ones are odd, but not particularly bad. In fact, we had nice conversations about the next one potentially being a good decision. But I disagree personally, but you guys tell me if you're watching this. So maybe we should start by showing you the behavior of this game in training mode, or really any other mode besides the battle matchmaking. So if I go on any character and I click on him, I'll get this pop-up right here telling me to choose the costume, the color, the control type, the button preset, and then bam. Okay, that's how I choose a character. Bam, I just click X like the OK button twice, and then I have the character, right? That's the normal way. Now, the not so normal way is right here. If you do the same thing in this menu, you click on a character, well then nothing happens. There's no pop-up. You just selected a character and nothing happened. And honestly, I remember in the beta, people were asking in forums and on Discord and on Twitter, how do you choose the classic control scheme? Because if you just like click on any character that you've never picked before, it's gonna default to modern controls. So you have to figure out that you have to press like medium punch, like triangle, in order to get to this menu right here. And as you can see, my Chun-Li is actually set to modern because I've never played Chun-Li, so she's still set to modern controls. And people accidentally were playing on modern controls all the time in the beta because they just didn't know how to change it. I find this is an odd one. People are saying that this is a purposeful decision because you can easily switch characters this way without having to set like whatever you want to set here, right? And then you can move on. It's more smooth because it's more likely that only one person is going to access this. You're going to set your character once, and then you're just going to click on him. But I disagree. I think this is a horrible choice. I think pressing X twice, it would have been fine. Like I think changing the controls like this, it's just odd. It's just not worth the like changing up controls should be worth it. There should be something that you gain if you make an odd decision like this, but I just don't see what you're really gaining from it. So this is an odd one that did have a negative impact to the player base in the beta, but to be fair, once again, once you figure it out, it's not bad, right? It's whatever. You know about it, and then you're good to go. So for the next one, we actually need to play a match so I can show you this. Okay, so this was number 3. Moving on to number 4. But first, let's play a match. Okay. There's an option to set all characters to classic somewhere, I think. And the reason why I defaulted to modern, by the way, back then was simply because people were, like, especially beginners, were supposed to get modern right away. I actually don't think, like, it's bad to default to modern. I just think that if you don't have the pop-up to show that you're playing on modern, people are just going to select the character, then they're going to be like, okay, there was no pop-up, but I selected the character, I guess I'm good to go. And then in the match, they're going to discover that they were playing on modern controls. But yeah, with that being said, let's play the match. Obviously, we're going to be playing on the standard. Am I on modern right now? Hopefully not. My first match, I really did forget to switch to classic. You didn't forget about it. The game's UI just didn't allow you to discover that you were playing on modern. You just made assumptions that the game would just give you the right choice, but no. Why is JP the only one speaking English? I found it easier to react to the command grabs. That's the only reason. Just can't believe this.
Round 2. Fight.
That's a tough one. This guy's really good.
Chun-Li wins. Round 1. Fight.
It's really fucked up. He doesn't take any risk doing that.
Round 2. Fight.
For some reason I thought it's really difficult to cover Hazanshu and the rest of the bullshit. I didn't do that. Like, this is the second time today I've been struggling to get that. Put him in burnout, put him in a bad spot. No drive rush cancels for you. Need a hard read to win now. Show me your hard read. This is really fucked up. What? She just ducked under my attack. Jesus Christ. What? I don't get the other menu if I don't press quit ranked matches within 10 seconds apparently. Wait, why do I get outside the menu? Can somebody explain this to me? I pressed X once. Why am I here? I want to look this up. I legit want to see what happened. Wow, it's kind of funny because I'm trying to record UI issues and I cannot do it because of the trash UI. Isn't this hilarious? So let me see what happened. Oh yeah, so I happened to click X right when the countdown was up. So it put me in the next menu automatically. So we pressed the button basically at the same time, so I got 2 confirmations. It was not muscle memory, no. It's just the UI is trash. Oh man, I love this. It's actually quite hilarious. I hit X on quit ranked matches, but the game already automatically put me into the next menu. So I accidentally hit go to the previous menu. That's hilarious. Oh, I love that. The UI is a mystery, you know? Like, you know how you can tell you're dealing with a bad UI? And you'll see this as like a thing, a problem in Street Fighter 6 specifically. Okay, this guy does not want to play for some reason. I'm gonna be streaming for another like 30 minutes, okay? Yeah, he just didn't want to play. This guy is losing on purpose. Okay, double perfect. Okay. Can do some combo practice. Quadruple perfect, guys. Is giving me. It's gonna look really impressive in the footage later on, you know. Quadruple perfect, guys. I'm so godlike. 4 in a row. I'm amazing. I'm so good at this game. four rounds straight with a perfect. Oh man. So okay guys, it's time for number 4, UI/user experience problem right here. We actually got a really funny match right there as well, because this is one of those matches where you're like really confused because the guy just didn't do anything. So I got 4 rounds straight with a perfect. So now let's say I'm like, okay, this guy is really weird. Okay, so let me look up his profile, right? Let's look up the profile, guys. I'm sure the UI is not gonna mess anything up here, right? So view fighter profile. Okay. Well, here I can't really tell anything, so I want to look up the rest of the profile, and then you realize, hey, the rest of the profile doesn't actually exist in this menu. Maybe like I should not cover the screen like this. There we go. There we go. So, it's just impossible to tell the full profile. This is a snippet of a profile, and for some reason Capcom decided to not give us the full profile here. So, okay, how do I get to the profile then, right? You might be asking yourself. Now, to be honest, this is actually quite hilarious, especially for those coming from training mode. If you came from training mode and you were searching for a ranked match there, then it's particularly tedious, but we'll talk about that later on. For now, all you have to know is you don't get to view the fighter's profile. So I really wonder why Capcom even bothered to give us this option if you're not going to give us the full profile. I really wonder because, like, I mean, the full profile doesn't even have, like, a crazy amount of information. It has a lot more information than that, but is that like technically challenging to put this in this menu right here? I don't know. It's really odd. Okay, so now let's search for the profile. How about that? Okay, how do we get to the profile? How do we get to the profile? Well, let's go to the replay. We just played a match against this guy, right? So we just played a match. It was on DJ's stage, by the way. Might be important later on as well. So now we're like, okay, the first thing that you see is recommended replays. Okay, fair enough. A bit odd because I would like to see my own replays, but okay. Let's go to my replays. I'm sure it's going to show me my replays, right? And that's how I can find the other guy. Okay. Where's my replay? You see, like, this is, we stumbled upon UI issue number 5. If you go to my replays and it's not showing you your replays, you kind of failed. Okay, so how do you get to your replays? You have to know that you have to filter and get rid of all of this stuff first, just so it shows you yourself. By the way, sometimes it will show you a replay of yours, like your own replay. It will show you that, but if you're playing a set and it's like multiple matches, it's only going to show you one of them. And I don't even know which one it's going to show you. So that's another issue right there. But there we go. We finally got him, okay? This is the match that we just played. So this is something that you have to do every single time you go to your replays, by the way. Just in case you didn't know that, I think this is horrible. If you have to repeat the same action over and over again, then the default value is probably wrong. So that's something that should be changed. But once again, all these issues so far, really not a big deal. They're not that important. They're not going to be game-breaking issues. We're going to get to those in a bit. So yeah, let's click on those replays, and there we go. If we take a look at the fighter profile here, you'll notice that it has a lot more going to it. There we go. Finally, we can see a lot more information about the player, about the matches and characters that they play. Lots of information all of a sudden available. If you had like a weird match and you just want to see, hey, what am I dealing with here? Well, you have to either go to the replays, or you have to go into your own profile. Both take up approximately the same amount of time. But it's kind of funny how tedious it is to even get to that in Street Fighter 6. But yeah, there we go. So let's actually take a look at the replay, okay? Because that was an odd match, right? So let's say I find this match really interesting and I want to watch it. Let's see. I'm sure I'm not going to discover any more issues, right, guys? It's going to be fine. Oh my god, I actually got lucky. I just realized I got lucky. Take a look at this. I wanted to show something off, but unfortunately I got lucky. The stage that you get, let's get to the other one. Let's try again with the other replay. Maybe this time around it's gonna be different. No, it's not. It always uses the player 1 stage. Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh wow, okay. So there is a logic to it. I thought it would show a random stage, but chat apparently knows more than I do here. So it will always use player 1 stage. So if you're player 2 on a stage, it's going to show a different stage. It's going to show the stage that was visible for the opponent. Stages in Street Fighter 6, they are very much not connected to the actual match. It's technically always been like that, but this time around they even implemented some stuff where you can have a match played and then you go to the replays, it's going to show a different stage. In my opinion, this is actually a mistake. I think this is an issue that they should be solving because it's confusing. Like imagine you have a specific match in your head and you remember the stage that you played on, something crazy happened, and now you try to find it in your replays. And if the stage does not line up with your memories, that's going to become a problem. It's a neat gimmick in a way, but it's actually like it can become a problem. So I wonder if Capcom could just give us the option to just always keep the stage the same the way we played it. That would be an interesting change. So yeah, this was issue number 6. So let's move on to issue number 7. It's actually immediately through the replay. Replays are actually really, really weird in this game for all the wrong reasons. In Street Fighter 6, if you have a replay, it's going to show you, and this is really neat, it's going to show you the frame data right here, and that's pretty cool. It's going to show me this is +2. Okay, that's nice. We didn't have that before, at least not visually pleasing like this. But what we did have in Street Fighter 5 was a way to figure out how much recovery frames are left. If I go frame by frame, in some situations I want to figure out, well, how many recovery frames are there? And you can't tell. In Street Fighter 6, you just cannot tell. There's a lot of information missing, and this is actually a regression from Street Fighter 5. The replay system was more powerful in Street Fighter 5, and I don't understand this, because you already implemented the frame meter into the training mode. All you have to do is copy-paste the frame meter so you can see it in the replays as well. And it's just not available, and it's missing crucial data to analyze your own matches and figure out where you went wrong. And this is something I simply don't understand. This is, in my opinion, a really big problem right there. That was issue number 7. And issue number 8, we can... right here, we can take a look at this. Like, I'm going to try to find a good moment. There's always an option to go back a couple of seconds in Street Fighter within your replays. This is particularly interesting if something happened and you want to reanalyze the situation. Or for me, if I'm doing a replay analysis for a viewer, then I want to be able to go back to show the same situation happening, right? So let's just wait until like 92, okay? So let me hit the back button, see what happens. Okay, it put me at the start of the round. So approximately 7 seconds, right? So let's go a little bit further now. So 91. Okay. So now let's go back now. Okay. So now it put me at 95. So approximately 4 seconds. I hope you can see where I'm going with this. In Street Fighter V, when I press the back button, it does the same thing every single time. It puts me a fixed amount of time it goes back. In Street Fighter 6, and I don't really know what it actually does. I'm not sure what kind of algorithm this is. Maybe it's trying to figure out, like through AI stuff, a good moment to go back to, but it's just inconsistent. It drops me off wherever it wants to, and it's really irritating because sometimes it's gonna go back to like a second, and sometimes it's gonna go back for like 10 seconds. And I just, like, if I hit a button, this is something that is really important in my opinion. If you press a button with a specific function, the function should be consistent. So if you're breaking this rule, it needs to have massive benefits to justify it. And this is just annoying. Like, if you go back and just randomly puts you off somewhere in the match, just shouldn't be happening. Issue number 8. You have to press harder. Okay, now we're getting into the juicy part of this, okay? So issue number 9 is part of a bigger problem that I'll have to get into, but let's just turn on ranked matches right now. Honestly, it's difficult to show you visually what is going on, but like, I have it set to, let's say, 0.8 speed, and I'm searching for a ranked match right now. 0.5. Controls are there. I'm just gonna go back and forth. And see that? I'm still pressing the buttons back and forth. And it simply would not let me speed up or pause or anything. It just took away the controls. Okay? Right now, I'm trying to speed the footage up, and I can't do it. Why? Because it found a ranked match. Now, this is really annoying. This is really annoying because it means I effectively get locked out of the replay search or the viewing the replay, because all of the controls for the replay, like speeding up the footage, pausing the footage, going frame by frame, everything gets paused, or like the state that it's in, it's going to remain there until you're locked into your match, or you decline the match, you know, or accept it. Searching for a ranked match effectively breaks the replay function because you're not allowed to press anything. That's more of a bigger issue, but fortunately, this is so rare that I only recently even discovered this is a problem. Like, normally you don't really go into a replay while searching for a ranked match. The situation simply doesn't come up frequently enough to become a problem. So, in my opinion, this is still okay, because it's such a weird situation to occur in the first place. But issue number 10, on the other hand, that's the biggest one by far. That's going to interrupt your flow all the time. That's going to be the issue that is going to make you uninstall the game. That is the issue that I've been ranting on about ever since the start of Street Fighter 6. And, I mean, if you've been watching my stream for a while, you know what is coming now. So obviously I'm talking about training mode and the matchmaking, because they do not go together at all. This is like the weirdest issue that Street Fighter 6 has that actually affects the gameplay in a big way, because the user experience is horrible. You cannot effectively use training mode as a result, and this is a big problem. And unlike the replay matchmaking problem, this is not something you can avoid. You will have to deal with this. If you ever use training mode, you will continuously deal with this problem, and I'll show you why. When playing, I feel like there's a temperamental AI in play. Sometimes there is, I think. That's a lot of issues. I mean, so far there are only very few issues that really bother a whole lot. I mean, we did get to issue number 10 right now, but I think all of the issues are like, they're not that big of a deal. Nobody's really gonna care about them much because you're just gonna encounter them once usually, and then you're gonna be, that's odd, and then that's gonna be it. But the issue with the training mode, that one actually deals mental damage, and I really mean it. It's surprisingly annoying pressing a button, and this is something that I've talked earlier about the replay as well, right? If you press a button and the game doesn't do what you're expecting it to do, that's surprisingly annoying. And if you go to the training mode and you get locked out of your controls, that's really, really annoying. It's so annoying that I started to completely separate modes. Like, either I go into training mode or I search for a ranked match in the main menu. I usually don't do both anymore because I realized that my mental health, like, I'm doing better mentally if I exit training mode in order to search for a ranked match. It is so, like, whenever you go to training mode and you see the ranked matches searching, there's something about it nowadays that really triggers an immediate, how do you say it? Like, you just want to leave. You want to leave immediately because you know you're about to experience something bad. It's quite interesting how this works. So yeah, with that being said, let's actually talk about why this is a consistent issue and why you cannot avoid it. Because you might be like this is a picture of like a like when you go to the like when you're done with a match, this is what you're going to be seeing, right? And you get 4 options: return to previous mode, train against your opponent's character, view opponent's details, which is useless, by the way, as I've already told, unless you want to block the guy, or quit ranked matches. Those are your options, okay? Seems fair. And people are going to be like, okay, all you got to do is hit the button quit ranked matches, right? Because all you got to do to avoid the issue is just don't search for any ranked matches, and then you're good to go. But that actually does not work. That does not work. So let's go through the 2 scenarios, and I'll show you why it does not work. If you are in the main menu and you're searching for a ranked match, and then you do return to previous mode, you're going to be back into the main menu, and you're going to be searching for a match. Exactly what you're expecting. Everything is good. You can hit quit ranked matches. That's okay too. You're going to quit the ranked matches, and you're going to be in the main menu. Okay? If you want to go into some kind of other mode, maybe that makes sense. I don't think I've ever done that. The most important feature, however, is train against your opponent's character. If you had like a match where you lost against somebody with a specific move, let's say you want to practice something specific because you just died from something, right? This is a classic experience where you would want to go into training mode immediately to try something, to see, okay, how do I beat this move? So what option do you choose? Train against your opponent's character. You have to choose that. Like, there's no other way, right? So you do that, and then you get put into training mode, but you cannot quit your ranked match search. So then, like, you easily forget about it because you're already trying to plan, hey, I need to set up the training dummy in a specific way so you can practice it. Like, you're already in the flow of learning. And then all of a sudden, you try to hit start to go into the menu, and you realize it doesn't work. And that happens so many times to me. That's how you get like conditioned to avoid training mode. This is like a bad experience that you're gonna experience over and over and over again. So this is actually kind of funny because you can go the normal route and hit train against your opponent's character, and then it's gonna put you in training mode. But then you have to deal with this issue, right? So that's the normal route. Effectively, you take the normal route, and then you get kicked in the balls as a result. It's very unpleasant, so you normally want to avoid that. So in order to avoid that, you have to do quit ranked matches, and then manually go into training mode. So you have to take a long detour to get to training mode in order to not get kicked in the balls. Okay? So that's like a really weird choice that you have to make, that the game makes you make. The user experience is designed around that for some reason. So that's bad. If you are in the main menu and you're trying to practice against your opponent's character, this is your experience. You have two choices. Take the detour or take the kick in the balls, okay? One or the other if you want to practice in training mode. So now, well, situation number 2. You go to training mode from training mode, okay? Like you're trying to go, like you searched the ranked match in training mode, and now you got this screen that you're seeing right now. What are your options now? If you hit return to previous mode, you're going to be in training mode, and you're going to be searching for a ranked match. Effectively, you're not really in training mode because you can't practice anything. So option number 2, train against your opponent's character, okay? Obviously, this is a choice, once again, that you want to make simply because if something happened in the match, then you still want to have the training mode settings changed to the character that you just had to play against, right? Because you want to set up the training dummy with this character to practice against something that just happened in the match. Okay, it's a very likely scenario. And so now, once again, you're forced to have ranked search on. The only time you can avoid ranked search being on and go to training mode is if you hit quit ranked matches coming from training mode. And this is a scenario that just doesn't make any sense at all. Most of the time, this is not what you want to do. You want to practice against a specific character. So once again, you have two choices. Hit quit ranked matches, then set up training mode so you play against the correct character, and then finally start practicing. Or do train against your opponent's character, take the kick in the nuts, because you get locked out of the training mode until the search match is up. By the way, obviously you can still you can avoid this every time. If you go to training mode and you immediately, really, you have to be very quick. You immediately open the matchmaking settings. You can avoid having to wait for the 10-second penalty. This is what I labeled it. Because usually I just wait for the 10 seconds to run out so I can use training mode again. But technically you can, if you're thoughtful, you can always avoid the UI locking up like this, but you have to be immediate. Like the moment you enter training mode, you have to hit the shortcut button to open the matchmaking and then deactivate it. Very annoying. Very annoying. This only happens if you have auto accept next match though, right? As I said, you have no other option but to auto accept the next match. No, what do you mean by auto accept? You have to take the 10-second penalty. You have to take it. Could you not? Yeah, you could not accept the next match, but then you're locked out of training mode for at least 10 seconds. It's usually actually more than 10 seconds, Kimbo. It's more like 15 seconds because you get locked out the moment it's trying to connect to the opponent. That is before the pop-up happens. And then you have to wait for the countdown to go to 0. Or you go into the menu, you decline the match, you open the matchmaking right afterwards, and manually deactivate it. It's one or the other. And then you need to recover mentally, exactly. Like, as I said, like Kimbo, I think I wouldn't mind if that happened like once. The problem is, this is a continuous problem. It happens all the time, you know? Like, this is your, like, it's like a cycle that it continues, and you cannot avoid it no matter what you do. The moment I decide, hey, something fucked up happened in my match, I want to practice against this, I'm done, because now I entered the cycle. I have to have the presence of mind to hit quit rank matches, go from the main menu to training mode, which, by the way, takes longer to do, so you're not going to do that. Like, it takes even longer, it has more steps that you manually have to do. Like, just take the 10-second penalty. Which does more mental damage, though, so it's a give and take situation. By the way, so yeah, let's talk about solutions, okay? How could this be resolved? The most obvious solution would be just do it like you did it in Street Fighter V and just don't lock the controls, obviously, right? I have to assume there's some kind of weird technical reason why Capcom is doing this in the first place, so I don't have any high hopes for Capcom to do it. So controls are going to get locked, but if they weren't locked, we wouldn't be discussing any of this right now. Because then it wouldn't matter, obviously, if it was searching for a ranked match, you wouldn't care. You would just be doing your stuff in training mode, right? But because you get interrupted like this, that's why we're talking about it. So let's just assume they're going to keep it this way for a technical reason, okay? Whatever. What else can we possibly do to avoid the problem? So yeah, if you have to keep controls locked, Capcom, like if this is a technical requirement, then what they could do is, like, really all they have to do is just don't search for a ranked match ever when you hit train against your opponent's character. If you use that option, it should deactivate ranked search. And honestly, if you think about it, that makes a lot of sense. If I just hit that button, I want to train against my opponent's character, then obviously I'm not interested in a ranked match right away. The reason why I hit that option is because I want to practice something. And if I get locked out of training mode, then that doesn't make any sense. So deactivate the ranked search every time you do train against your opponent's character. That would solve the problem as well. But maybe like option number 3, I'm down to ride and go back to Street Fighter V. Problem with Street Fighter V, Kimbo, is we don't have any players there anymore. You can have the best fighting game in the world, but if nobody's playing it, it's not worth playing. Frodo, I know, or just don't lock us out, right. I don't prefer option number 2, by the way, but I'm assuming they have a reason for it. So let's just assume they're not going to remove the lock for some reason. So I think deactivating ranked when you hit train against your opponent's character, it's not a bad choice, you know? And while we're at it, might as well put in like an issue, like bonus issue number 11 that they might want to solve as well. Just add a go to the main menu option in this screen right here. Like, seriously, it's such a weird thing to see. Like, if you think about it, if you're in training mode, like just think about that. If you're in training mode and you want to go into the opponent's profile, we've already seen that if you do view opponent's details, you don't get the fighter profile, right? You actually don't get to view that. So now imagine you're searching for a ranked match from the training mode option, and you want to see the opponent's profile. What do you have to do? You have to, like, all of the options, return to previous mode, train against your opponent's character, and quit ranked matches are going to put you in training mode. So now you have no other choice but to go back to training mode, Okay, hopefully remember to do quit rank matches, or else you might actually have to take the 10-second penalty before you can go to the main menu. So you go to the training mode, then you have to go to the main menu, then you have to go to either your profile or the replays to find the opponent's profile. Just because you didn't add an option to go to the main menu. Maybe after like a session, you wanna, I don't know, go to the battle hub, or you wanna go to the to do some world tour stuff, right? Why is it so difficult to go from training mode to any of the other options? I really think they should add an option to go to the main menu from this screen right here. So yeah, that is basically all I have to say on this topic. Lots of issues to solve, most of them not really a big deal, but I think the last one is a big deal. I think players are actively discouraged from using training mode, and I think a lot of players, maybe even subconsciously, avoid training mode as a result. I know I do. I definitely know I do, because every time you go into training mode from a ranked match, you actually get punished by the game, and I think this is really bad. You know, like, obviously it's not a big deal to wait 10 seconds. But if you go into it, like, this is kind of interesting, like, conditioning from Capcom through bad UI and bad user experience, right? Like, if you go do something and, like, you're trying to be, like, you're trying to get better at the game, and the first thing that happens to you is you get punished like that, that's really bad. It's going to condition you to avoid the situation. It's actually quite hilarious how Capcom ended up having this really weird UI flaw that causes you to avoid training mode. It's really odd. So yeah, that's all I have to say on the UI slash, well, user experience front. If you have more issues, by the way, guys, like, I mostly just go to training mode. I mostly just play ranked matches. I don't really go to the battle hub or the world tour much. If you have any other issues, definitely let me know in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube right now, or chat if you're watching this live, let me know as well, because I'm pretty sure that's not the only issue that the game has when it comes to the user experience. I've never had a game, like a Street Fighter game, where it was worth talking about the user experience, because I felt like it's okay. It never really bothered me much. But Street Fighter 6 is a big exception there. So yeah, what do you guys think? I didn't talk about not being able to watch a replay until you save it, because there's probably a good technical reason for it. It's at least not a regression from Street Fighter 5, so this is why I didn't talk about it. But you're right, technically, I guess you couldn't argue that, you know? Like, if you wanna... I mean, you can always watch a replay. You can always watch a replay. But if you wanna watch a replay from your own menu, like from the profile right here, where is it actually? History, right. If I want to do it like this, I have to add it to the replay list. This is a weird issue, but I'm sure there's some kind of technical reason for why this is the case. And once again, I don't think I want to talk about like a UI flaw that probably has a good technical reason, especially if you had it in a previous Street Fighter game exactly the same way. For some reason, Capcom forces you to add to the replay list first if you go from this menu. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm suspecting the fighter profile needs to be slim in some fashion. And not having the replay here, but just like a shortcut to it or something like this. Like, there's got to be a reason why this is the case. Okay, there's got to be a reason why you don't have access here. The fighter profile is a weird place. We've already figured that out, right? In Street Fighter 5 could watch replay direct from history. I know for a fact that was not possible. At least not for many, many years. Maybe at the very end was that the case? I know we had the same discussion in Street Fighter V. From the match log, like, it's really important to differentiate from where did you try to watch it. I can tell you 100% there was a place where you legit only had the option to add to a replay list and then watch it from there. But if you went to the replays instead, you could watch them, just like you do here. If I'm here at this menu, I can watch any replay I want without doing anything. Watch replay. Watch replay. See that? Last 50 matches in ranked casual room, etc. Oh yeah, my bad. My bad. My bad, guys. So from this menu right here, you can watch all of the replays immediately. You don't have to add them to the replay list. Only if you go from your profile do you have to do this. And I'm pretty sure, I'm like almost 100% certain this is how it worked in Street Fighter V as well, unless they changed something at the end of the lifespan. We had the same discussion, like 100%. We had the same discussion in Street Fighter V. Do you use the multiple replay feature? What is the multiple replay feature? Yo, Godlike Apparel, what's up on YouTube? Maybe you could watch your own replays from the menu. Maybe you could do that. One thing you could definitely not do, though. No, it wasn't like that. Maybe at the end. I'm not quite sure, actually. But let's see. If I'm in this menu, you see that? If I'm in this menu, even like replays that are not my own, I can watch them immediately. And I don't have to add them to a replay list. I definitely had to do that in Street Fighter V. You know what? Now I'm interested. I want to know. Like, how did it work in Street Fighter V? Let's take a look. I mean, let's just take a look. How about that? Why to select multiple replays? Cloud error with Street Fighter 6. Great. Street Fighter 5 ranked. I'm about to go to sleep, guys. There's not going to be Street Fighter 5 ranked. Let's check ranked. Do you guys think I still know how to play the game? One match. Jesus Christ. You won't ever get this close anymore to a match, right? Jesus Christ, it's loud. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized you guys don't have any sound, right? Oh, you guys don't have any sound on this menu. Why didn't nobody complain about that this entire time? I guess it wasn't important enough. Let me see, game audio, this is what I called it. I did? Ah, didn't pay attention enough, my bad. Okay. So yeah, we'll check real quick.
Round 1.
Welcome.
Yeah, music is very loud. This should be a little bit better, right?
Capcom Fighters Network.
Okay, so let me see. How did that work? How did I watch my own replays again in this game? How do I see my own profile? Oh, I remember it now. So let's say I want to see a rank match from this menu. Could I watch it? Yes, view replay. There it is. Definitely there. I remember though, this wasn't always the case. Or was it? Like when you searched for when you search for a replay, for a fighter ID, view profile, and now you want to watch a ranked match right here. No, you could watch it there. Interesting. Where was the limitation? I remember I had to use the replay list for something. What did I have to use it for? And I was annoyed by that. What did I use it for? It was not always like that, no. Quite a name that guy has. Yeah, I also just thought it was funny. Why do I have so many profiles? I have one for PC, for PlayStation 4, and for my hitbox. When you just finished the match, you had to wait a bit or save the replay. All right, after a ranked match, you couldn't save it immediately. Right. Well, I guess the only way to figure out if this was actually true is if we play a match, right? Right, guys? That's the only way we can figure it out. You got me, guys. You got me good. In training mode, you cannot watch replays. Why do I see 5 and not 6? That's just your imagination. This is actually Street Fighter 6. Just the Street Fighter 5 skin version, you know? Oh wow, I'm actually getting ranked matches. Okay. Another fight is coming your way. 3 bars. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, it had to be G. It had to be G. Of course it's G.
Win this battle, and you'll have a 5-win streak in ranked match.
Win this battle, and you're gonna get fucking wrecked, you fucking scrub.
Round 1.
Eat shit, scrub.
Fight.
Oh wow, it looks so fast. Whoa, it feels so different. Can I drive rush? Oh my god. Wait, it's a lot faster. Oh, dashes are completely broken in this game. Still got the parries! How do you drive? Okay, that's okay though.
Round 2. Fight.
Go. Oh, my combos are shit. Oh, my combos are absolute shit. Oh, sweep. I just remembered buffers are good in this game, right? Oh, yes, they are. Oh, wrong conversion. Wait, what's the proper conversion? Light donkey kick. Oh, right, thanks. Ah. Oh, I'm godlike, guys. I'm still godlike at the game.
You win.
You've got a 5-win streak.
I got a 5-win streak, guys. So good at this game. Good memories. Never thought anyone would say that.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, the back fierce doesn't exist in this game. No! Oh! Look for a second like I had him. Oh, got him. Alright, I don't get Oki. Alright, that's -3. I remember. I'm remembering, guys.
Fight.
I don't get Oki. That's more like an okie dokie. Oh, only light Tatsu. Right. Ah, now I remember why I have such a hard time adjusting to that in 5 and 6, I mean. That's not a big deal, guys.
Power to the ass.
Power to the ass. His ass power is too strong. He put too much power in that ass.
You lose.
Power to the ass. Yo, Dr. Gulag, what's up?
Round 1.
What's happening? I was just trying to see something about the user interface in this game, and I ended up playing Street Fighter 5 somehow. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird. Ah! The back fierce does not work in this game. My bad. I've stopped doing that. He's adjusting.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh! Ooh! He just grabbed my light kick. Oh, I remember now. I remember. Wait, that does not combo? My jab just whiffed.
You lose.
Good set though. I keep forgetting Light Punch did not have any range in this game. Okay, but now what we really wanted to do, right? We wanted to check the opponent's profile, right? It's gonna show my match. And there we go! I got it. But in all fairness, it does mean that the Street Fighter 6 UI, even in terms of the replays, is worse than Street Fighter 5. That's actually a legit complaint, you know? To see if he's a Smurf or not, yeah. Yeah, it's quite interesting. So in Street Fighter 5, you can do stuff that you cannot do in this game. If I go to so the fighter profile is worse than I was thinking. Quite hilarious though, like playing Street Fighter 5 for so long and we've not played it. It feels very odd. It feels a lot faster though. Interesting. The pacing, maybe I understand this now, because like in Street Fighter 6, the pacing is so crazy. The shifts are very, very dramatic with Drive Rush. You have to slow down the regular game quite a bit as a result, just so you can keep up with Drive Rush a little bit better. It's interesting. I was under the impression that they wouldn't feel so different if I go back, but it was a weird experience right now because everything, the dashes are incredibly broken in this game though. Dashes are very fast. Yeah, there's too much stuff to think about in 6, so you have to make the pacing a little bit slower. It's interesting. Anyways, this was a fun little experiment, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it as well. That'll be it for today, though. I'm gonna be back tomorrow with some Tekken action, probably. So we'll see. I feel like it was easier to play by the numbers in Street Fighter 5 and too much mental stack in 6. Yeah, but I think this is exactly why Street Fighter 5 was hated, especially early on. People didn't like the fact that the game itself in Street Fighter 5, it was a lot about knowing when you are plus and minus in that game. And so just pure data, like triple mediums on wake up, or double mediums into lights, or something like that, where there was legit nothing you can do about it. Parry option selects. By the way, mid-set I started doing parry option select as well, just in case. So I adjusted within the match to do the parry OS again. You can have a lot more control in this game, but that comes with some downsides as well. Like if you have control, but you make it so that the trigger, for example, a very problematic mechanic, you reward your opponent for doing poorly, and then they get to pop V-trigger and make a comeback. People didn't like that. Street Fighter 6 goes the exact opposite route, which is interesting, and has, ironically, similar issues as a result. Yeah, but Dr. Gulag, like in Street Fighter 5, people said the same thing about Street Fighter 4, though. People said in Street Fighter 4 you had way more control, and that's why people didn't like Street Fighter 5. I remember having this conversation with people. People are saying Street Fighter 5 is so unstable because the comeback factor being so strong that even a scrub can beat Daigo. Like this was like the #1 excuse for Lupe Fiasco beating Daigo. I remember that really well. And now we're having the same conversation again. So, you know, it's a give and take situation. Street Fighter 6 does not reward bad play, while Street Fighter 5 and even Street Fighter 4 does. So that's a plus for skill for Street Fighter 6. Now, what makes skill less valuable is if you add mechanics that are impossible to all cover at the same time through reactions. You have to commit in some fashion, and that definitely leads to inconsistency. The removal of throw loops really killed Ryu, though, in Season 2. American Op, what's up? Anyways, maybe I'll make a separate video about this. It's quite interesting to compare Street Fighter 4, 5, and 6 in terms of pros and cons. I like the idea of making a video about this in the future, where you just take a look at how was Street Fighter 4 played, what made it fun for competitive play, and what were the drawbacks, and the same thing for 5 and 6. Maybe we should play some Street Fighter 4 again on this channel as well, just to get a feeling for it again. Yeah, to you too, Dr. Gulag. It's nice seeing you on the channel. I guess I got you with the Street Fighter 5 gameplay. Maybe we'll meet up at some point again. Would be nice. Anyways, that'll be it for me. I'm gonna have to go to bed as well. It's very late. My wife is gonna get angry if I don't, so let me do that. Why not 3 and 4? I've never played 3, so I can't really talk a lot about it. So 4 and 5 and 6. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. A little bit of a short stream, but a fun one nonetheless. Hope you had a great time as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably Tekken action. Putting that out there. If you come to my channel tomorrow, we're going to check out the Tekken demo on the PlayStation 5. So yeah, Take care, and I'll see you guys soon.